tropical rainforests of Vietnam, a verdant kingdom, yet currently buckling under an insatiable thirst. For months, the dry season has scorched every inch of this earth. Ancient giants tremble in the wind, not with vitality, but under the assault of dust and dry heat. The entire jungle is holding its breath, waiting for a miracle, a signal from the sky. Then, the line between life and death blurs. One drop, then two. The first monsoon rains descend like a benediction. Water, the lifeblood of the jungle, begins to seep into the desiccated cracks, waking the subterranean veins that have slumbered for months. The mud bubbles, inhaling the cool moisture. The stage is set. Deep beneath the hardened crust, there are those who have slept for half a lifetime. Look closely at the ground, a movement, almost imperceptible. The mud fractures. This is the moment of rebirth. A small snout breaks the surface, gasping for air. Then, large, bulbous eyes clear away the dust of time. Welcome the return of the banded bullfrog, the great recluse of the rainforest. He bears neither the vanity of the peacock nor the grace of the leopard. The bullfrog wears the very earth he was born from, round, warty, and rough. Two golden-brown stripes running down his spine serve as his only map in the darkness. He does not jump, he walks, a clumsy, determined waddle. He knows that tonight belongs to him. After 6 months entombed in a state of torpor, his body is as dry as a sponge. He seeks water not to swim, but to resurrect. He submerges, allowing every pore on his skin to open, drinking in the cool liquid. For this amphibian, drinking through the skin is the fastest way to jumpstart the senses. As the last light fades from the canopy, the human world closes its eyes. But the kingdom of the bullfrog truly awakens. He shakes off the mud, inflating his lungs. Every sense is heightened to the maximum. Tonight, the jungle is no longer silent. It whispers stories of life and death. Night falls, bringing with it a symphony of insects. But the bullfrog cares not for the music, only the musicians. A termite mound, breached by the rain. Thousands of workers rush to repair the damage, oblivious to the reaper sitting just inches away. The frog becomes a stone. Absolute stillness. He is so patient, moss could grow upon his back. Watch closely. A momentary lapse by the prey. Snap! Faster than the blink of a human eye, 10 times over. A long, sticky tongue projects and retracts. The prey vanishes as if it never existed. The frog's eyes close tight, using his eyeballs to push the meal down his throat. A perfect biological machine. The hunger after hibernation is bottomless. A beetle with armor plating? No matter. Soldier ants with venom? Merely an appetizer. The bullfrog must gorge himself, storing fat to compensate for the long, cold months spent underground. He moves, he seeks, and he devours. Sometimes, greed drives him to tackle earthworms nearly his own size. A tug-of-war takes place right at the jaws. But victory always favors the hunter. His belly swells like a water balloon, his gait becoming heavy. Yet in the wild, being full is its own kind of risk. Bloated and slow, the bullfrog drags himself across the leaf litter, heading toward water to cleanse his skin. He submerges, letting the cool liquid soothe his stretched hide. But the tranquility of the jungle is a lie. In the shadows, other eyes are watching his every move. A single mistake, a single misplaced sound is paid for with life. From the ground, a deadly vibration travels. An apex predator is on patrol, the crate. With venom potent enough to fell an elephant, it is the nightmare of all small creatures. A forked tongue flicks, tasting the air, and it is locked onto the scent of life. Distance closes. The bullfrog knows he is exposed. Flight? With those short legs and a full belly, escape is impossible. He chooses to stand his ground. A deep breath. Inflate! In an instant, he transforms from a small amphibian into a formidable sphere, doubling his size. He is sending a clear message. I am too big for you to swallow. The snake pauses, confused, but the visual threat is not enough. The bullfrog deploys his final weapon. From glands on his skin, a milky, sticky secretion oozes out. When the greedy snake strikes, it instantly regrets it. The substance binds like industrial glue, accompanied by a bitter taste and toxins that numb the mouth. predator writhes, trying to scrape the foul adhesive from its jaws. It realizes this meal is, quite literally, too hard to swallow. The snake retreats into the shadows for easier prey. The bullfrog slowly exhales, deflating. He has won this game of life and death, not through strength, but through the wisdom of evolution. Having cheated death, the bullfrog realizes time is running out. Tonight, there is something more important than food or survival. A sound echoes from the valley. Oonk, oonk. It is the call of instinct, the call of legacy. He moves faster now, over rocks and through the brush, heading toward the flooded valley where hundreds of his kin are gathering. Welcome to the rainforest's grand ball. The water surface ripples with hundreds of performers. Male frogs inflate their throat sacs, amplifying their calls for miles. This guttural boom is not just noise, it is a declaration of power and seduction. Amidst the chaotic din, couples find one another. The tight embrace of the male upon the female is not just mating, it is a commitment to the future. Thousands of tiny eggs are released into the water, floating like miniature galaxies. The future of the species is contained entirely within these fragile spheres. As dawn breaks, the race begins. From egg to tadpole, from tadpole to froglet, they must eat, grow, and metamorphose by the hour. Because this puddle will not last forever, the sun is both the source of life and a ruthless enemy, ready to evaporate their home at any moment.
In the murky depths, a sudden metamorphosis begins.
The brief rainy season comes to an end. The water recedes, leaving the earth barren once more. The lucky froglets have made it to shore, beginning their own journeys. And our old bullfrog? His mission is complete. He returns to his old tree root, digging deep into the soil with his hind legs. The door closes. He sinks into a peaceful slumber, leaving the noisy world behind. A sleep that will last until the rains return next year. But on the surface, his footprints have not vanished. A new generation is ready to take his place. In the jungle, death and life walk hand in hand, weaving an endless circle. And as long as the rains fall, the voice of the bullfrog will continue to resonate, like the beating heart of the wild.